Welcome to Midnight Madness.
I look at Midnight Madness for the novice as the gateway drug to the festival experience.
When the sun goes down and the clock strikes 12, it's prime time for Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. It's quarter to 12. I just got a strange feeling. Midnight Madness. Yeah. Yeah. Got this Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight
Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show, where it's always sunny and 82 degrees. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Good morning, sunny and 82 degrees, as the man with the big voice says. Man, that's cool. I love the opening there, Brian. Good job. There's a couple of tunes in there that just grab you, don't they? And how do we know all these Midnight Madness flicks? Brian's a genius. It does. Makes my at this point, I just say we cancel the show. It's good night. End on a good streak. No, wait, we have a guest.
Yes, a very good one right there.
Yes, a very good one. So we probably ought to keep the radio show going.
Yes.
We also want to make sure we welcome all of our listeners to the Midnight Madness Show on WFMCJam.com and our Facebook page, as well as all of our friends and Chris out there in New York at Heat FM Radio. Make sure you jump on both pages, like them, share them.
Just be happy that nobody can see video of what goes on behind the scenes.
Well, that is scary. Although, if we can get our internet faster, so if someone would like to sponsor and endorse the show that has a high-speed internet system, come on in. We'd love to talk to you. Brian's got the cable run for high-speed cameras and stuff, and he's got them great cameras.
Oh, yeah.
We had one over here and one over there, but unfortunately the internet can't take the video signal too well, and it drops. But we'd like to do video like we did in the old days.
Right.
That's some of the best stuff we've ever done. But so yeah, we're coming to you live here at the Last Chance Saloon in Morrison, Tennessee, halfway between Manchester and McMinnville. If you're anywhere close in the area, get down to the Last Chance Saloon. We got 50-cent wings going on tonight, free pool, and great artists, great musical guests. We brought music back live to Middle Tennessee, anywhere between Nashville and Chattanooga. There's about a dead spot of good music. It's right here at the Last Chance Saloon. So
that's right.
To my left, or as you're looking at your computer, to the left Alt-Delete button, you got Jason the Hillbilly Heartthrob. How you doing?
Feeling hunky-dory.
Oh, man. Somehow I knew hunky was going to come in there. Hunky-dory. Well, we're glad you're here. Had a good show Saturday night.
Yes, and Sunday, too.
Well, tell us about the Sunday show.
Well, we did the vinyl show. We did 8 hours of 50s and 60s vinyl.
Classic stuff.
We spun records here for 8 hours.
I got to be only again for a small portion of that, and I apologize.
Now, Randy came up with a great idea for a future show once we get past the decades again.
Okay. Next one's going to be 70s?
Next one's 70s, then
Okay.
80s. We'll put the 90s in with the 80s because I got only a few 90s. But,
okay.
A twofer.
A twofer.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 Led Zeppelin back-to-back, 2 George Strait back-to-back, 2 whatever we decide to play.
I say that's a good thing. Let's do that.
2 of the Detergents back-to-back.
It was great. Right up to that point. Brian, do we have that sound effect of like dynamite exploding, please? That'd be great right there. Good Lord. 2 Detergents. What's the other one? The Face from Space.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that
Jeff Berry.
Yeah, boy, I hope he has another one. Maybe we could do 2 of that.
Oh, we do.
one.
I got a handful.
He has a handful?
Oh, yeah. I got a whole bunch
Why?
of 45s of him.
Why do anyone invest money in that?
It's just the way love goes.
Yeah, love goes. Well, we got an artist here waiting to share their music and their gifts with us. I'm anxious. Why don't you go ahead and introduce? There with the detergents and the space from space. Thank you, Brian.
You know what was funny is I didn't bring the 45 of the detergents this time,
Thank God.
but you found it on that
On the album.
compilation album.
Yeah, I can't believe I found that. Well,
Stuck
that's
in there
okay.
with like Under the Boardwalk and all these other
Yeah.
great 60s songs.
Yeah.
There's Lead to the Laundromat by the Detergents.
Yeah, exactly. And thank God there was only one copy of it left in the entire world, and Brian just blew it up. Thank you, Brian. So, all right, back to all seriousness and the talent part of the show. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our fine guest?
I would love to. We have the lovely and talented Miss Karneigh Royal. All the way from Texas.
Hey, guys.
All the way from she came here just for the show,
Yes.
and then she's going back to Texas right afterwards. Her private jet's in the backyard. So, well, great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm going to apologize right up front for anything that happens on the rest of the show, because you can tell it's not a normal show, because we have the hunky-dory off to the left over here. So, and we got Brian blowing up records, which is the highlight of the show so far. So, with that, let's get to know you a little bit. Usually we like to have you start off with a song, kind of get to hear your goods, and then we get to investigate and find out who you are, where you come from, which we know is Texas. Jason already gave that one away.
I didn't say where at in Texas, though.
All right, then we got something to go and hope for. So why don't you go ahead and play us a song real quick, and then we'll get to know you a little better.
All right. This one's called Straight from the Bottle. Tonight I'm drinking straight from the bottle. Put the hammer down, gonna hit the weekend full throttle. I don't need no Miller, I don't need no Shiner. Cut straight to the Cuervo, 'cause the beer won't get it done. You can keep your champagne, it tickles my nose anyways. I don't wanna feel bubbly, just wanna raise some hell. Straight from the bottle, I'll be walking dead tomorrow. Tonight I'm gonna let it all hang out. Straight from the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Straight from the bottle, that's what I'm talking about. Leaving lipstick traces on every cowboy in my side. If I wind up doing wrong, I'll damn sure do it right. You might think I'm crazy, that's just who I am. Keep your opinions to yourself, 'cause I just don't give a damn. Straight from the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Tonight I'm gonna let it all hang out. Straight from the bottle, I'll be walking dead tomorrow. Straight from the bottle, that's what I'm talking about. Thank y'all.
Miss Karneigh, everybody. Good job. All right, so Jason kind of gave away the state. You're from Texas, which I guess two things I should have seen and figured that out. You're wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And you got the state of Texas on your guitar. I should have seen that, but I didn't. But what part of Texas are you from?
I am from Fredericksburg. It's just a little town outside of Austin, Texas.
Right outside of Austin. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to Austin for the music, or does your little town have a music scene of its own?
It's got a music scene of its own. It's growing.
Does it?
Yeah,
Does
there's a whole bunch of wineries out there, And so, like, you know, those winos, they love any kind of live music.
They love
so,
music.
Yeah, they love to drink their wine and cry a little bit over live music.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's growing.
So in your hometown, what kind of music is the big genre? Is it blues? Is it?
There is it's big on blues and it's big on country, like old-timey country, which...
Western swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jimmy Rogers stuff down
Yeah.
there? That's cool. So how'd you come into music? Do you have elderly influences, mom, dad, or?
No influences at all. It was really weird. I was in 8th grade, and I think that was the age. And I just was one day. I was like, I want to play guitar.
So it was 3 years ago.
She's awfully young looking.
But my parent and I played a select sport. So my parents were like, no, you don't. You know, like if you see you'll take it serious, we'll get you a guitar. And I was begging for months.
Right.
And for Christmas, they finally ended up, or they got me like a cheap little first act from Walmart, and they're like, if you play it, you take it serious, we'll get you a better one. And they were like, oh my God, I thought this was a phase. I really didn't think that she was actually going to start doing this. So yeah, that's kind of how I fell into it. And I didn't really start taking it seriously until right after college, when I stopped playing softball. And I was like, well, what now? And then I realized, I was like, well, I really like doing this and playing guitar. Like I really love it. And so it just kind of picked up from there. So
were you singing at an early age at school or church or anything like that?
No, I was so stage fright.
Huh.
I went to a private school, and they would do they sing in church and stuff.
Right.
And they would try to get me to go up there, and I wouldn't do it. I was like, no, I'll be a greeter. I don't want to sing.
So you kind of came up kind of the back way in. You played guitar later on, and after you said after college is when you kind of got into it. And you don't come from a musical family much at all. Your mom and dad don't play much.
Not so much, no.
So so just out of the blue, you decided I want a guitar, and then it led into. Now, softball took up most of your life, I guess, then early on.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Did you play with traveling teams, or?
I did I started at age, since I could walk.
Right.
And then at age 8 is when I started doing a select team, and I was traveling till, all the way till college. Okay. So, yeah, every weekend.
What position?
First base.
First base.
Yeah.
I was at my dad's nursing home today. There was one of the RNs who spent her whole life playing softball until she graduated after her 8th year of college. Now she's got 5 degrees, and she's unbelievable. But she played catcher and went to the College World Series a couple of times.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it was funny. I was talking to a girl about college baseball or softball earlier today. So now we got a first baseman and a catcher. So we can put a team together pretty quick.
Real quick.
Well, that's good. So college got over with. What were you going to college for? What were you trying to study?
Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing in college. Uh-huh. I was like, I'm going to be a teacher because I get summers off. Let's do that. And then
you go to college in Texas?
Yeah, I went to University of Texas, El Paso. Okay. So I was right there by the border.
Okay.
And then I realized when I got into my first, student, it wasn't student teaching, but like observing, I was like, no, I'm good.
Ain't gonna work.
You can't beat the kids; they're not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is not gonna work. So, what was the first artist that influenced you when you started playing guitar and you started singing? Someone come along and you went, "Oh man, that's what I want to do."
I think I was way influenced before I even started playing guitar. I always loved Alison Krauss. When we would go to tournaments and stuff, that would be playing on the ride there. Alison Krauss, Dixie Chicks. I mean, everything. Yeah. So
you can tell she's young. Way back when Alison Krauss, the Dixie Chicks. I'm thinking way back when. Mama Moses was.
Your way back when goes back to cylinders.
Yeah, I hear you. So Alison Krauss, good choice. That's a good choice. Do you co-write your songs? Do you write your own songs?
I do. I have a couple that I've written by myself, and then I have most of them. When I first started playing, I met a radio DJ. His name's JD Rose, and he really took an interest in my voice, and he quote unquote unique way of phrasing things.
Right.
And so, ever since then, I was like, we write so well together. So a lot of my songs are co-writes with him.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, did you go right with this bunch of goofballs that was here today?
I did, and we wrote a good one.
It's a great song. It really is.
A bunch of really good players and
we wrote it
here.
for her to sing because there's no way we could sing it.
Okay. So is she going to sing it tonight or not yet?
I don't know if I remember the words.
We got
it written down. I can do it. Yeah.
Well, we might do that a little bit.
Real quick, let's spit the number out so people can call her if they want.
Let's go ahead and do that instead.
Phone number is 845-584-1067.
One more time.
I'm sorry. 845-584-1067.
And operators are standing.
Bye.
All right, good. Well, Karneigh, why don't you go ahead and play us another song real quick, and then we'll dive into your past a little more.
All right. This one here is, I think, the second song I ever played in Nashville. It's called Trying to Fill a Void. And you might be a shopaholic, an alcoholic, or dressing drag every night. Slot machines, coin tables, anything to enable to gamble away at life. Addictive behavior may not be healthy, but it's something you sure can enjoy. And you can have it all and nothing at all, but everybody's trying to fill a void. And you might be a sadist, a masochist, or an nymphomaniac, a chain smoker, an everyday toker, or just a simple pyromaniac. Addictive behavior may not be healthy, but it's something you sure can enjoy. And you can have it all and nothing at all, but everybody's trying to fill a void. And I don't want to get personal, but crying's what I do. You might kick my ass, but I gotta ask, well, honey, which one are you? Anybody? Which one are you?
I can't talk about it on the air.
You might be a hoarder with compulsive disorder, an adrenaline junkie to the core. Well, go ahead and relish any kind of fetish, bad habits, obsessions galore. Addictive behavior may not be healthy, but it's something you sure can enjoy. And you can have it all and nothing at all, but everybody's trying to fill a void. And you can have it all and nothing at all, but everybody's trying to fill a void.
I think I'm addicted to vinyl.
Very nice. Well, Karneigh, you shook off the being the nervous and shy type already. We could tell that you're not that anymore.
No.
How'd you get over that?
I honestly, back to the college thing.
Really?
Yeah, like you get thrown into like this whole, I think that's anybody.
She filled her voids.
Yeah, you get thrown into this whole world, and even the music side of it, you get thrown into this whole world.
Right.
So you got to learn how to speak up, or you're gonna just get run over.
Exactly. And speaking of that, here's Rockin' Randy.
Hey,
you know, and my sidekick is now Awesome Andy. So that's
Awesome Andy and Rockin' Randy.
Awesome Andy.
But you know, you've got Texas Girl all over you because you're coming all the way to Nashville, and you play the second song. It's the second song you've ever played here, right?
Right.
And I saw the looks here when you said the word nymphomaniac. So you were probably the only one that night to have that word in a song. What was the crowd like when you played it? I'm assuming, was it at Commodore?
No, it was at Blue Bar.
At the Blue Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a little bit more of a setting that would be for that. But that has to get everybody's attention. Once you start that second verse and you hit nymphomaniac. Then
yeah.
These educated people. The other one's like, what's a nymphomaniac, mama?
Dressing in drag catches their eyebrows raised.
Yeah.
And then the nymphomaniac, they're like, what?
Oh my God.
You know, they just kind of lean back and they put their hand on the chair and they're like, what is she singing about?
Well, I love the song, and I remember, Mark, she talked about it on the National Night Show, how it became about, and I'll turn it back over to these guys, but wanted to ask, because I saw the look on their faces, and Jason's already heard it once today, and he still was...
They're talking about my family all in one...
Well, let's relive the
There's
past.
a family reunion all in one song.
Yeah. Let's relive the past. You were saying that You mentioned on the Nashville Night Show how that song came about. For everyone that might have not been able to hear it that night, tell us a little bit about where that come from.
Well, like I was saying earlier, a lot of my songs are co-writes with J.D. Rose, and then there was another gentleman in there, Hobson Smith, and we were all got together the night before. And we're like, hey, let's get together. We're going to write tomorrow. And I wasn't there yet, and they were going back and forth, and I guess they were talking in general about people, and they're like, well, no matter what we're all trying to do, we're all just trying to fill voids. And they both looked at each other and like, oh my God, that's it. And they're like, we need to wait till Karneigh gets here. That's it. We need to. And he was talking about, like he started with the melody and he was like, this is it. Like, this is where it needs to be. So that's kind of how that one came about. And that was a blast singing, writing, just sitting around and poking fun with each other. Oh, you're going to be my music stand.
Good. Now, normally, if you're not co-writing, when you're doing the solo write projects, does it like that? Does words just hit you all of a sudden? You're going, oh, that's a good hook or that's a good line. Do you wake up in the middle of the night with that song in your head? How's it come about for you?
Usually when I'm writing by myself,
Mm-hmm.
I sit down and I just start it's a day where I'm like really pissed. Can I say that? Can I say that on the air? Can I say pissed off? Oh, okay. When I'm really, I just did. When I'm really pissed off or like something has upset me, and
we don't say the word off here. That's a 3-letter word we can't say.
But yeah, I start with the chords and then the words just kind of come later. So
okay,
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, because I'm not a songwriter. I don't have that gift. I love watching you guys.
You keep trying to give us hooks.
Well, I give great hooks, but no one wants them. So it hurts my feelings, so I don't give them anymore. What was it, like looking at my groundhog in a rearview mirror? Wasn't that one of them?
Yes. I'll take that. What is it?
Three ladders and a noose?
3 ladders and a noose?
Just write a whole song of those. Like, what are those called? Like, yeah.
Like snippets or something.
Yeah.
Useless lyrics for no reason at all. But
that's half my songs.
Yeah, I can't write a song. So I get intrigued watching people do their magic with songwriting. It's just sometimes so effortless for them. And you see some that struggle. Man, I think it was Billy Joel that even said it took him 11 years to write one song and then 20 minutes to write another, So,
yeah.
I mean, it's one of those crazy things. So I love listening to people like, David Graham, who's here, who's wrote many, many, many a song. You got Rockin' Randy, who's written many, many, many a song. You got Jason, who wrote one.
That's right. Hey, I put 2 words into each song they're writing here so I can get my name put on.
2 words equals a third? Is that what it is? Okay. Well, good.
Say 2 words in every song.
But... Yeah. Tell them a little bit about the songwriting show right before the Midnight Madness. What goes on there?
Well, we're doing a group write. We get as many people that want to show up, and we'll sit down and try to write. The most we've had in one group session, Randy, help me out again, was 8, I believe. At that point, we decided that we'd break off into groups from there on out and just do 2 writes for that same group. But we didn't do that night. We wrote a great song called Hop a Train. And I think Philip is recording that, actually, Philip Holland. So
it's going to go good.
I hope so, yeah.
Philip's an amazing singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Well-connected.
Prayers for his dad, yes, as well.
Yeah, his dad's at St. Thomas. Is he going through his second surgery? Yeah, so I know Philip's dad. I think Philip and Andy. I think Andy and Philip's dad and my dad were all in the hospital at the same time in December. So my dad's doing much, much better. He should be out by the end of we're hoping by the end of March. He's got a couple little small surgeries. Hey, if you're thinking about, I'm going to do a commercial here, and they need to endorse my show. If you're thinking about getting cataract surgery, please do that. What a miracle. My dad's been almost blind in his right eye and half blind in his left eye. I know it sounds like a joke, but it's true. For years and years and years. We decided that after we have this second breath of fresh air and new life, because, again, we almost lost Dad in the beginning of December, we're like, you're getting hearing aids, you're getting new eyes, you're getting everything that's wrong with you fixed, regardless of what it costs or whatever. It's just going to happen. And we're about 75% through all of that, and he's like a brand new man. Well, he had his right eye done a little over a week ago. The next day, they gave him an exam. He could see on a pine wood floor. He saw knots and wood grain. He's seen textures in the ceiling tiles. He looked out the window a couple of days ago and said, "Hey, the trees are blossoming." without glasses, without anything else. Amazing. 7.5 minutes is all the surgery was.
Wow.
No pain.
That's impressive.
Unbelievable. So, hey, they can go ahead and endorse the show. But, yeah, that's cool stuff. So, Jason, you got something in your hands there. Look like you want to say something.
No, I got our new song.
Oh, you got the new song already?
Yeah.
And is Karneigh going to sing it? Is she prepared? Is she psyched?
What I'm singing tonight?
The new song. The new song.
Yeah, I'm ready, I think.
Because, see, this is stuff what I was saying. I can't do this.
Is Rock and Randy going to come be my friend?
Is there background vocals on this, guys? Yeah. They're all trying to remember this. This is how the songwriting procedure works. Let's write it and then forget it real fast. You don't do that, do you, Dave? Yeah.
Not me. I don't have to forget it because I don't sing it.
You've been sitting here all night, buying me beers and feeding me lies. I'm down to have a good time, as long as it don't suck. Well, Romy, you're not. It's 3 a.m. and you're all I've got. Take me home and make it hot, as long as it don't suck. I'm a product of my generation, having lowered expectations, hooking up instead of dating. I'm not bitter, I'm not jaded, as long as it don't have to be love, as long as it don't suck. You don't have to try so hard, ain't too many people live in a bar. Couple rounds of two-step in the Garth, as long as it don't suck. I'm a product of my generation, having lowered expectations, hooking up instead of dating. I'm not bitter, I'm not jaded, it doesn't have to be love, as long as it don't suck. And I'm a product of my generation, having lowered expectations, hooking up instead of dating. I'm not bitter, I'm not jaded, it doesn't have to be love. No, it doesn't have to be love, as long as it don't suck. As long as it don't suck.
Karneigh Royal, and she just went up on the Karneigh Rock scale. I knew that before I even met her because Pez played me her music, but to play that song not an hour after we finished writing
the ink ain't even dry on the paper yet.
Awesome. Oh, gosh, I love you, Karneigh.
Good job. Good job. So that's how it works here at the Last Chance Saloon. We have a songwriter round.
I wrote that.
Which line do you have? Don't suck? Is that the part you had, the 2 words? Okay. But, no, that's a good song.
I actually had the first line.
Did you? Wow. And then it just got better from there. No, Jason's a good songwriter. I have to tease Jason a lot because we can. Like I say, I can't do any of that, so I'm amazed to watch you guys do that.
You do realize that in 3 weeks, I'm the guest.
Oh, I can't wait. Brian, can we have the little video card replaced in the teleprompter computer so we can really have fun with Jason that night?
Yes, please.
What we're doing during the vinyl show was brilliant that we can't air on regular thing. Yeah.
It's terrible. That's terrible.
Brian, that was a great job you did on Saturday, or on Sunday, pardon me. You did a great job with the vinyl show and organizing that. So I hope everyone that was out there had a good time hearing old vinyl pop and hiss and click It don't get no better than that. So unless you're writing a new song and you perform it first time at Last Chance Saloon. That's cool.
right.
Only way you top that.
We wrote it at the Last Chance, too.
We wrote it at the Last Chance. So good. Do you have anything that's up for sale, available that people can listen to or buy?
Not yet. We are working on the single. We're close to raising funds. There's a thing up on GoFundMe. If anybody wants to help out a little bit.
How do they do that?
Huh?
How do they do that? Where do they go?
There is a link on my Facebook page, and my name is spelled really funny, y'all. It's Karneigh, Royal. So.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, the spelling of your first name, was that something Mom, Dad came up with? Is that a family?
That's a stage name, and there's a really funny story behind it.
It's a stage name.
Yeah.
So your real name is like Betty or something.
That's it, Betty Davis. Yeah.
Betty Davis. She's got the eyes. Look at the eyes. She's got the eyes. So people are going, why is this not on video? So, but
No,
cool.
I was just sitting there, and I was like, well, because my real name's Elisa, and I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to use my real name. And I was sitting, we were on our way back from an award show for a radio station that I had worked on. And I was like, I want to think of a really cool stage name. And my mom, every time she goes drinking, she's really proud of her heritage, y'all. Really proud of her heritage, right? But every time she starts drinking, she's like, you know what? I'll tell you what. You are Carnival royalty. And I was like, okay. And she's like, because your uncle, your great uncle or something like that, owned a carnival, and when we were little, when we got done with school, we would go over to the carnival. And she's like, so you're Carnival royalty. And so I was sitting there, I was like, Carnival, what? Karneigh Royal? That works. And so yeah, it kind of stuck. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Carnival royalty. There's a song in that. You know that. That sounds like Pinkerton Bowden would have wrote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Carnival royalty. So it's Elisa.
It is Elisa, yeah.
That's cool. Now, back down in Austin, near Austin, how far away were you from Austin? Miles?
I'm easily like an hour from downtown, easily like an hour and 45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get to Austin a lot to see any of the blues stuff going on there? Or?
When I do go out to Austin, I watch bluegrass.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of good...
There's still blue in it.
There's blue in it, so yeah.
A friend of mine, I don't know if he's listening tonight. I haven't had a chance to talk to him in a while. Dizzy G. Gillespie plays in Austin, all over Austin. He hangs out with people like Tommy Shannon and Chris Layton and them guys, and people that would hopefully would make it someday in the music business. But he plays all over down there, and I don't know if he's still out in the main scene or not. But if you ever get a chance to go see Dizzy G. Gillespie, he played at Antone's quite a bit there for a while.
Just to let you know.
Tell me.
I got a gift for you.
If it's a severed head, I'll be upset.
No. I got a hold of a 3 CD set of Dizzy.
Of Dizzy's?
Yes.
Not the horn player. Are you talking the horn player?
I don't believe so. Dizzy.
Okay. There's a Dizzy Gillespie, which was the horn player, and he's known for having that really odd, and I don't know what kind of trumpet it is that he played, but he played a trumpet, his cheeks puffed out like a chipmunk. He's world famous. That's Dizzy Gillespie. My friend is Dizzy G. Gillespie, which is also a stage name.
What it says is Dizzy G.
Then it probably is him. Wears all black. Played with Skinner. Played with. Got his break with the Kentucky Headhunters.
There's no picture on the cover. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. That'd be awesome because he had several CDs out. I played with him for a little while.
I will double check that when I get home.
I was part of the Broken Souls for a minute.
Just a minute.
I had to leave. I was unbroken, so I couldn't fit the band. Yeah, wait a minute. He's different than the rest. We got to get rid of him. So, but good. Well. Did he even know he was part of the show? Yeah, I know. It got real quiet all of a sudden. Randy's chirping in the background. Thank God the weather's nice. It caught me off guard. I thought he was talking to Karneigh there for a second. I'm like, going, what? Well, good. So where you go from here? You got a show lined up to do, or
right after this, heading down to Douglas's Corner, and then
cool.
kind of busy all week. And then Wednesday it's Sam's Jams.
Okay.
Yeah. At 2:30.
At 2:30. Where's that at?
That is at Bobby's Idle Hour.
Okay.
Yeah. And then right after that, it is, I can never remember the Doghouse. Yes, on Denumbrium? On Denumbrium.
I know you're not from here if you call it Demon Brawn.
Demon Brawn, yes. What was the first name?
Denumbrium.
What was the first name of the gentleman, Demundrian? What was his first name?
I don't know. I know he lived in a cave for a week because Indians wanted to kill him.
Yes. Oh man, that was a good trivia question too, and I thought I was going to have the answer for you. But yeah, it's not Demon Braun. So yeah, you're staying pretty busy now. You got a Facebook page. They can look you up, find out where you're at, and is it Karneigh Royal?
Karneigh Royal, yeah. Karneigh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make sure you check her out. And Brian, we probably have a link with her on our Facebook page too, where they could go over to her and click on and find out where she's at too, right?
Yes.
That was so assuring.
Yes. Which means he's doing it right now.
No, it's actually there already.
Brian's way ahead of the game with us. We're always the last to know. Brian he probably has her vitals and stuff, what's going on, what her blood pressure rate is and stuff. He's way ahead of the game. Why don't you play us another song that you wrote
Yeah.
not like 2 hours ago?
This one, I'll tell you the story afterwards. It's called Beer Budget, so for anyone that has a beer in their hand, this is the first time I'm playing it.
All right.
The more I make, well, the more I spend. I'm living every day like the weekend. Ain't got no money, but what the heck? Guess I'll just have to write a check. Drinking beer out of a champagne glass, holding out my pinky 'cause I'm real high class. I got champagne taste on a beer budget. Ain't got no money, so I just say forget all my sorrows and all my pain. More money, more problems, so they say, makes for a really big bill at the end of the day. I got a Pinterest full of things I can't afford. Got some brand new cleats, I don't even play sports. Got a Louisville sucker, says it's BB core. Man, I'm not even sure what that's for. Drinking beer out of a champagne glass, holding out my pinky 'cause I'm real high class. I got champagne taste on a beer budget. Ain't got no money, so I just say forget all my sorrows and all my pain. More money, more problems, so they say, makes for a really big bill at the end of the day. And my credit card just got declined. Ain't got no money, but I'll be fine. 'Cause I'm drinking beer out of a champagne glass, holding out my pinky 'cause I'm real high class. I got champagne taste on a beer budget. Ain't got no money, so I just say forget all my sorrows and all my pain. More money, more problems, so they say, makes for a really big bill at the end of the day. Makes for a really big bill at the end of the day.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Before we get into the background of the song, how long do you say you've been playing guitar?
Oh.
Like, seriously?
Seriously?
Yeah.
13?
13 years?
Yeah. No, since I was 13.
Since you were 13. So a couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay. Just watching you go through the chord structures of that, I mean, it was easy for her. And she's hitting bar chords,
Yes.
which for most of us is a tough chord.
Would you quit looking at me?
I'm looking right at you, bar
He's calling
chordless.
you out right now.
But no, you're going through the chord structure there quickly too. I mean, seems like every word you're switching chords. All right, Jason just got probably a response to the restraining order against him. But no, I was just saying your chord structure is going real well in that. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not going to air that one live, but we want to thank for our listener who said what he did. Thank you. We'll take it as a compliment. Oh, Karneigh will tell you off air.
Oh, alrighty.
You got good chord structure. That's what we're saying. So this will go with it at that. It's a family show. Knock it off. We're going to get her blushing. We won't tell where her face starts and the Red Last Chance Saloon posters begin. So, Well, good. Now, tell us a little bit about the song so we can kind of change the palette here real fast.
Well, all right. I was actually talking with one of my friends, and she pulled up her Pinterest account, and she was like, "Oh, she had a Vera Wing like wedding dress or whatnot." And I was like, "Oh, are you getting married?" She's like, "No, I just like to look at things that I can't afford." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "I tell you, I have champagne taste, but I'm on a beer budget." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Quick, write that down
Yes,
fast.
I was like, "Okay." And I went to my phone and I typed it in, and then of course, I called up JD, same thing, and I was like, "I've got one for you." I think why I'm so gravitated to him though is because like we both push the envelope, but we know how to like reel each other back in.
Right.
So yeah, I called him and I was like, "We got to do this. Like we got to do it like today."
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he's still working at a radio station?
Yeah, he's got an online radio too. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does.
Well, we need to talk to him.
Yeah, you do.
So, because that's what we do. We like to.
One more to syndicate with.
Yeah, we have to talk to
Yeah.
him. Now, his online radio station, is it music? Is it?
Yeah, it's music.
Is
It's
it?
Texas country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it original music?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to share. We need to get with
Yes.
each other. It'd be good stuff. So, all right, before we leave tonight,
Definitely.
you'll have to share us with him. So, now is he still down in Texas?
He's down in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how often do you go back to Texas?
Well, I live in Texas, so
So,
Yeah.
do you come here quite often and then go back home?
yeah, I try to.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
So.
how often do
See,
you
we
try
were her first stop. We were the most important ones this trip.
Yeah, her career is going to really bounce now. Especially after we get text messages like we just got.
Well, hey, you got Johnny Counterfeit. When he played our show, he went to the White House afterwards.
That's exactly what happened. That's to get pardoned, though, I think is what it was.
That might have been.
Yeah. We got to get Johnny Counterfeit back on the show.
I've been trying. He's
got his
busy all the time.
Screw that. He's big and famous. He plays the Opry all the time. Come on, Johnny. Throw us a bone. We made you who you are today.
That's right. It was all because of us.
Yeah. And he goes, I played for George Jones and Johnny Cash and stuff way before I met you guys. But you're not supposed to remember that. So, being in Nashville, have you rubbed elbows with some of the big names that kind of maybe have taken you along a little bit to help you out? Hey, here's a good pointer. Or have you had that chance? Had that luck yet?
I have run into someone who's kind of taking me under.
Yeah, kind of pat you on the back, say good job. Here's keep it up. Have you run into that kind of acknowledgement yet? In
Well,
Nashville?
one of my first night here, I was here for a week that first time I came down here, and I can't remember where I played Monday, but Tuesday night I ran into Pez.
That's all you need.
Yeah, and he was like, so he's kind of been like my guardian angel down here, and you go here, you do this, like this is what you need to do. I got this for you, so he's been a really great help, and I owe a lot of this to him. So thank you.
He's a good guy.
He is.
But he still hasn't helped me get booked anywhere.
That's the thing. That's the thing in this business is networking. And a lot of people think that just because they're handsome or they're pretty and they got great voices.
Thank you very much.
You're not pretty, but they think that looks or talent sometimes alone is all you need. And unfortunately, in this line of work anymore, you got to really network. You got to try to get and meeting someone like Pez and Randy and David and Phil Hollins and stuff. Those guys, they get you out on the scene. They get you networking with the right people. So that's why I always try to ask the question, because unless you just hit Nashville wide open and we're like, no, it's all me. It's very rare as that happen. Usually, yes, they're back home. They packed their stuff and they left. There's 2 million come into the city every year. There's 4 million going back home. So it's crazy. But networking is very important. Yeah. So
well, you guys
do you
are
have
stuck
that kind
with
of
me now because I won't go back.
Yeah, no, you're stuck here with us. Do you have that networking base like that back home in Texas?
We do in the small community that I'm in, and I'm starting to notice one in Austin more, but it's not like whereas where I was singing down, at an open mic and I ran into Pez and he's like, "Hey, come on, you're underneath my wing." It's more like, you have to. It's really hard. Like they're really hard down in Austin to break into that. They're very guarded. Right. And that's fine, but
most cities are that way.
Yeah.
Most cities are that way. Chicago is that way. Milwaukee's that way. and again, I'm not a songwriter trying to make it into it, but I was a musician trying to make it, and that's where my home was at, was up in Wisconsin. But down here, people seem to have a little more open heart, open hands.
Well,
and
I think everybody's hungry for the same things here, so we're all trying to help each other get to that point.
And go, please take me with you when you make it. You know?
Right.
If I help you, please throw a dog a bone.
That's why my name's on that song tonight.
Okay. I hope you all make it because I want that platinum album right there. I'll replace a dartboard to put the platinum album up there. But that's good. Jason, do we have a special guest that has to do a commercial for an event coming up? This young lady back here, I believe.
Oh, yeah, we can pull her up for her
Yeah,
commercial.
let's go ahead and have her do her little promo.
Okay, I'll go back and get her. You keep talking.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking. Thursday. Oh, ask her about Thursday. Hey, Karneigh, what's going on Thursday?
What made you think of that?
I don't know. A little bird named Pez was on my shoulder.
Thursday, I'm going to be at the Commodore Grill at 8 p.m.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you guys stop by, drink, I don't know, eat. They've got good food, really good food.
Yes, I haven't been to and Brian's going, yes, Mark, we know. And Debbie Champion is chewing me out every time I don't show up. I'm sorry, Debbie.
See, you got to stop disappointing her. You got to show up. Just show up.
We do open mic nights here on Thursday nights, and
okay.
Free beer. Who sells or gives away free beer at a bar? We're crazy.
Yes, you are.
But we do it from 7 to 9. We give away free draft beer here. 50-cent wings like we're doing tonight. So it's a little crazy. So if I ever get out of this whole bar business gig thing, I'll go play somewhere else on a Thursday night and have fun. But right now we're a little booked. But so you're playing Thursday night, Commodore Grill.
8 p.m., yeah.
Great show, great place to play up there, and good food. So
yes.
Anyone that's in the Nashville area, make sure you get out there to the Commodore Grill, West End, the Hollywood. Holiday Inn, not Hollywood Inn, at the Holiday Inn. Get in there, the newly remodeled. I haven't been there since they remodeled it. Get up there and watch Miss Karneigh Royal play. So, Jason, who do we have over here in the mic? Or she can introduce herself now since she's over there at the mic.
Yes,
Thank you, Jason.
He's leaving it up to me, I guess.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm great. How
Good.
are you?
I'm doing good. And your name is?
Manda.
Manda.
Yes.
And I met you, God, what was it, a couple of years ago?
Well, possibly. I don't know. Maybe your memory's better than mine.
You came into my music store in Manchester, Tennessee with a poster looking for bands to play somewhere.
That sounds like me.
So I can't remember where it was at, but I think you're doing the same thing now. You're promoting a music event. So tell us about the music event. What's going on?
Okay. This is going to be in McMinnville, Tennessee.
McMinnville?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is down the road from here.
Yes, about 20 minutes.
Yeah, not far at all. The first weekend of May, I am doing a folk fest, and it is called Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff.
Okay.
It used to be Pish Lakai, and the venue is amazing.
Okay.
It's on a mountainside, beautiful, beautiful place, and for about the last 15 years, nothing has happened there. And I have been fortunate enough to meet the lady that owns the place. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't really know a lot about putting things together. She just has a vision. And I told her, I do. Okay. And she kind of told me I was crazy. And I was like, no, just sit back and watch me do this. I can do this.
Right.
So it's coming together. It's amazing. I've got about 20 artists that's playing.
Good.
And it's an entire weekend. 21. Woohoo!
Oh,
Jason's
did we
on.
hire Jason on there?
Jason's on. Yes.
Well,
all right.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've got 21 now.
So it is what day? May what?
May 5th through the 7th.
May 5th through the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a fee for this? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a whole weekend of camping and just nonstop amazing fun, amazing people.
Okay.
Food.
Is it primitive camping or
primitive camping? Yeah,
okay.
it is. Yeah, there's not going to be any electric available for anyone. You can bring a camper, but, a small camper preferably.
Right.
I'm really trying to push the tent camping.
Right.
It's just a better atmosphere for that location at this time. But, yeah, so it's $50 at the gate for the entire weekend if you show up on Friday. $30 for one night camping and just $15 for just a day pass. Which, if you just come for the day, you can stay as long as you want because the music's going to be going on throughout the night.
Okay.
Just if you're not pitching a tent. Okay. So, but we do have pre-sale tickets available for $40.
Okay.
So those are on sale right now through couple of locations and myself.
And how do you get those?
Facebook would be the best way. We
And-
do have a Facebook site, a page, and if you go on there and just, put, hey, you're interested in some tickets, and I will find you, and we will message each other, and I'll get it done for you.
And what's the name of the Facebook page?
It's Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff.
Okay. Folk
Yep.
Fest at Stones Bluff?
Stonewood Bluff.
Stonewood Bluff. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's going to be amazing. It's Collins River down in McMinnville.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these musicians, that's where I met him, have played there a lot, and that's my home, so that's
Yeah.
where I know people, and I've just recently got introduced to this place, which I'm so excited about.
Well, good.
And
Good. We're
so
glad
I'm
you're part of it.
glad to know that this is out here and be part of this now.
It's just a matter of sharing musicians and growing the music industry in Middle Tennessee other than just Nashville.
Right.
Around Nashville, there's some really good spots to play.
There are, and I've got some amazing musicians that are coming from Nashville, actually, and I've got several musicians that have been right here on your stage.
Right.
That you guys have already aired. So that's exciting to me. Vanessa Hill.
Oh, awesome.
She was the very first person I called.
Really?
Actually, yeah, the very
She's
first
phenomenal.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no
Right
words
there
to
alone,
explain her.
you can just go to the Folk Fest, just let her play
Right.
for 2.5
Just
days by
Vanessa's
herself.
enough. Vanessa's
That's-
enough. Also, Marilyn Harris is going to be
Marilyn
there.
Harris.
I've seen her on here.
Yeah, Travis Boland?
Travis Bowling is headlining Saturday night.
Yeah,
And
now,
if
is he playing with the band or
someone,
just by
no,
himself?
it's just him and a harmonica player.
Okay.
And if anyone out there has never seen Travis Bowling, then you are missing out big time.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy is phenomenal.
Let me just tell a little, because we've known Travis for a long time, and I'm going to toot his horn a little bit because we go to Nashville a lot. And this is what we try not to make the show like Nashville, because Nashville, you get a lot of cookie cutters come up there, and they all sound the same 3 chords. That's why I complimented you on your chord structure. That got taken the wrong way on the air by a listener. But you're playing more than just 3 chords. You get a lot of that in Nashville. And then Travis Boland stepped up. And that voice, and he's got the image.
Yes,
He's
the
got the
whole
image,
thing,
He's
yeah.
got the image. Big sideburns, and he's 6'4", 6'5", You can't miss him. But as soon as he starts singing, it's kind of like the new Joe Cocker kind of thing coming out. Amazing. He's a head turner.
Yes.
He's a head turner. So, yeah, he's played our Family Music Center's Fam Jam a couple of times. He's done the radio show a couple of times. Tremendous artist, whether he's just by himself, a harmonica player, or the whole band. Catch him
Right.
any way you can. So, and Marilyn Harris, she just gets better and better and better. So, you said 4 or 5 people in the lineup already.
Also,
great.
Sean Gazaway.
Okay,
Sean Gazaway found me. I didn't know this guy.
really.
And when he first contacted me, I was like, I don't think I have the funds for you, because his whole profile thing was
Right.
a little intimidating to me. And he was like, oh no, this is exactly the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
Right.
So, amazing guy. And he's been a lot of help
Excellent.
for me to help along with this.
Well, you
So-
get a chance to jump on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Check it out. Say the page again.
Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff, and there's also posts on there from the musicians, so you can actually go on there and hear the music,
Mm-hmm.
see things. Just check it out. It's going to be great.
Sounds good. Well, I wish you the best of that. May the 5th. Check it out, and then come down here and hang out with us. Throughout the times, we'll get up there and check out your Folk Fest.
Yeah, especially since Jason's going to be there now.
Jason will be there. The Hillbilly Heartthrob.
That's right. We can't do. Yeah,
And we're
you are
broadcasting it.
broadcasting from Folk Fest, which I'm just so
if
grateful.
If you can't make it in person, make sure you check it out. If you're in Texas, by the way, or New York, so it'll be a good way. And Brian does such a great job with his remotes and stuff. So Brian, once again, you're a genius. So with that, I think we pop Jason back on. Let's get Karneigh another song. We appreciate you, Amanda. Wish you the best in your Folk Fest. Karneigh,
Well, before we start the song,
Okay.
we're coming up the top of the hour. We're going to run
are
our
we?
advertisements.
Top of the hour. So is
Yes.
Brian ready for that?
I hope so.
Brian, if you're
He is.
hey, go for it, Brian.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey guys, it's Brian IT Guru here. Welcome to our little humble show here, Midnight Madness Show on WFMC Jams and Heat FM Radio. You need to check those two Facebook pages out, as we got lots of great programming. Chris Cataldo of Heat FM, great shows throughout the week on his station, and we're glad to have him as an affiliate on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network. And of course WFMC Jams, which has been doing these. This is our going in our 5th year of doing the Midnight Madness Show. It's the first original show, and going nowhere. What a great guest tonight, Miss Karneigh Royal. Sounding great out there. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Be sure to go check out her Facebook page, Karneigh Royal Music. I've got it in the descriptions on Facebook, so check it out. And if she's playing in your area, especially if you're in Texas, because that's where she's from, go check her out. She's going to be in Nashville, Commodore Grill Thursday, so check her out if you're there. More back here on the Midnight Madness Show with Karneigh Royal.
Back to the real entertainment of the Midnight Madness Show. And we don't mean the hillbilly heartthrob.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
I'm close to the real talent. I'm going to advertise a couple more real quick shows. Coming up March 4th, I will be doing a show with Jerry J. Thomas at the Barbecue Caboose in Lynchburg.
Yes. Lynchburg.
Yes.
I had their T-shirt on yesterday.
Yes, you did. Yeah. And then March 10th will be the tribute show to Johnny Moore. Mm-hmm. Again, that will be broadcast on WFMC Jams.
I've got to be there. You got to find a replacement for you guys for Friday night.
I'm looking for it. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Guests will be Anthony Woodbright, Parker Presley, and a name that I'm going to screw up.
He's
I
Superman,
promise you.
isn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Stacy McElnery.
They're an elf.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Johnny Glenn Moore and myself, along with the staff band. In order to get tickets, you can go to www.palacetheatercrossville.com, or you can call them at 931-484-6133. Request tickets for the staff band, a tribute to Johnny Moore. I believe they're $12 a ticket.
Okay. Johnny Moore is an absolute legend in the country music business.
Yes.
You might not have the hits like a Johnny Cash or anything, but he has got...
But he could have if he hadn't have gotten out of it when he did.
Yeah, I mean, he had, with one hit, made it to number one. He had one song made it to number
somewhere
one.
in the top 10. Yeah, I know exactly where.
It went way up high. 50 acres of peanut farm?
15 acres of peanut land.
Peanut land, okay. 15 acres of peanut land. Great stories, rubbed elbows with the greatest of them all.
Now, I got a kick out of the song that they picked for me to sing. I'm doing 2 songs, of course, Coming Like a Lion, which is on my album.
Right.
The second song is called No Time Left for Leaving. For the 50s, he was a Conway Twitty before Conway was there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The first line is, the warmness of your body used to thrill me through your blue jeans.
That's a little risque for the 50s, wasn't it?
That's what I thought.
Wow. Well, you get a chance to come out there, tribute to a special friend of the show. Johnny Moore, again, has done a fam jam and a couple of radio shows for us. He's our very first Legends Storytellers video.
We got to get that put together.
Yeah, we got to get that put together because, man, he had classic memorabilia there. The ring that Jim Reeves had on his hand at the time of the crash, one of Jim Reeves' suits. Photos and photos of great
We have to
artists.
get that footage to Luther as soon as possible, too, because they're going to put part of that into that show. So.
Is Luther playing?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So, if you can make it, that is March the 12th, right?
10th. March 10th.
It's Friday night.
Friday
night.
night, yes.
So, good show. Let's get back to our guest here.
Yes.
We're going to bring her up to that show with us.
Yes.
She's going to fly all the way from Texas back to here for one show.
Well, that's where Johnny's from, is Texas.
Yeah, he's from Abilene or something, isn't he?
I'm not exactly sure.
I think he's from Abilene.
I know they have Johnny Moore Day down there all the time. I've been invited to go, but I can never get out of work to go.
Let's do it. Yeah, quit your job. You're a musician. Who needs money? You know? So, well, good.
Never been to Texas.
I've been there a couple of times.
Never been to Athens either.
But you got a song about it. The sides of town you're from, how many people are from there?
The population sign, I think, is like 10,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, has anybody famous come out of there for sports, politicians, or are you going to be the first one?
Oh, I don't think anybody's come.
So you're it. You're it. You're the big one.
Oh, I don't know.
The whole hope of the town.
You're going to be what puts that town on the map.
No pressure, but it's all up to you.
Thanks, guys.
You're very welcome. So this next one better be a killer song. No, you'll be fine. He's fine. It's just cool. We went to Macomb. And Randy, how many people went to the NFL from Macomb? 10? Yeah, there was like tiny town in Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, which is where Britney Spears was born, but not raised, but was born there.
That's all I care about.
Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley's from there. And about 8 or 9 football players.
Yeah, tiny town, about the size of Manchester, if that big.
Yeah.
Correct? I mean,
Yeah,
we
same-
look.
it's her hometown.
Yeah, so, I mean, darn. You're gonna start off the trend there. Everybody's going to come from your town after this now.
They're going to say that Karneigh Royal, whatever her real name is, we only know her by Karneigh. That's cool, though. But do you ever go back to your high school? Do you ever go back there and do anything?
Oh,
You
no.
look like you just got out of high school. though.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking, when you ordered the beer, I'm thinking, my gosh, she's not old enough
We
to
need
have
to
this
card
beer,
her.
you know. But then you're talking about college and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you are.
And
Yeah,
she sang 2 songs about drinking beer.
yeah, I mean, my
Yeah.
gosh. And you studied beer in college, right? Didn't
Oh,
or is that
yeah.
what Pez was saying? I don't know.
Yeah, studied beer in college.
But now, if mom or dad are listening, she's on stage
I
at
think
a
they-
bar drinking a water.
Yeah,
I
she
think
most
they are
definitely
listening.
is. And,
I did not study beer in college. Mom and Dad did not study beer
No,
in college.
no. Everybody minored in beer, I think, in college. But I noticed when you come back to town, you seem more confident, like you know what to expect. Every time you come back, is the vision of what you want to accomplish on these trips more refined and defined every time you come back to Nashville?
Definitely. I think what I do is I like set a goal for each trip. I don't like, y'all were saying earlier, when I first came here, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go play and I'm gonna break it with just one show. I'm gonna make it. Like, I think I just, in my head, it's like, okay, if I can just get one show, that'll be awesome. And then, like maybe meet someone.
That's
Get
all
your
about
feet wet.
friend.
That's
Yeah.
all about to change right
Yeah.
here. You've just played worldwide for us, so it's about to change.
It is a ripple effect once you do hit town. You met Pez. Pez plays me your song, and it blows me away. And I'm like, gosh, we got to get her on the show. We get her on the show. You meet Jason, meet Mark, and then you're back here again. So hopefully this will be the first of many trips to both shows to keep us updated. And
Yeah.
then no telling where it comes from here or who you meet at Douglas Corner tonight. A great ripple effect. You make a lot of friends, have a lot of relationships, and who knows what songs come out of that and where they go.
Well, the big thing is I'm trying to get better acts than you, and it doesn't seem to work. Well, we have some great acts. We really do. I'm very happy with the lineup. We are now booked all the way through September.
Wow.
Nice.
And yeah. And I had Russ Roberts call me today about possibly booking in October. So.
Yes, we love Russ. Get Russ back on the show. But do you have any advice for people that are listening, trying to do what they think, I want to do exactly what Karneigh does? Do you have any advice for them?
Just come down here with an open mind and just be in it for the experience and the music itself versus, being down here thinking that it's going to happen overnight. Just enjoy it as it is. Enjoy the moment.
Exactly. Now,
Yeah.
have you hit a wall ever, or currently, or?
Down in Texas, I have hit a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I've got connection. It's like breaking that Austin network.
Right.
And nobody wants to book unless you have a full band.
Right.
And
So
I'm
what
like,
got you over the wall? What got you through
It's
it?
currently still on the wall. But I'm trying to piece together musicians and trying to make going out to Luckenbach and meeting as many musicians as I can.
She's hanging out with Willie and Waylon and the boys.
I am hanging out with Willie and the Waylon and the boys.
There you go. Well, you got the talent, you got the attitude, so it's just a matter of hitting the right door at the right time. So you're your own person.
That's
like
what
I said,
like.
there are a lot of cookie cutters, and she's not one of them. That's what I like.
She's very unique, very rememberable. She got attitude to the music.
Yes, and she plays the guitar real well, and I like that. And it's got a Texas thing on it.
It doesn't take
makes
much.
her authentic.
It doesn't take much to play better than me.
Well, you ain't lying there. So, but we wish you the best. We hope you're becoming a regular every time you come back.
Oh, yeah. We'll love it.
Here, we got to get you on, even as a guest.
If I didn't, they would.
But
there's a whole other conversation going on.
yeah. Just mute his mic, Brian. We're fine.
He told me to quit beating myself up. I said, "What's the difference? If I didn't, you guys would."
Well, yeah, it's more fun when we do it, though. I guess. Yeah,
it's true.
But
let's hear a song.
Let's do this. Get back to the entertainment part. Did you have family or anyone listening to you?
Mom,
Dad?
I think brother. What's up, Trey?
Trey, if you're listening, call us. What number would he call, Jason?
Yeah, call Trey.
That
Waco,
number
call.
again, Trey, call is 845-584-1067. Again, that's 845-584-1067.
All right, Trey. If you're listening, give a holler in. Call Mom and Dad. Tell them to call too. Their daughter, their favorite child is on the radio. No offense, Trey. Trey's probably like 6'9", 300 pounds. And ironically, he's here at the bar tonight. He's gonna kick my butt. So, but
I'd pay money for that.
Yeah, you would too. But give us a song and shout it out to Trey there real quick for you, and play us a tune.
All right, shout out to Trey, and this song is not for Trey.
Not for Trey.
Because, no, this song was handed to me by a good friend, and, yeah, it's called In the Nicest Way.
Oh, my God.
Well, you're a poor excuse for a human being, and I mean it in the nicest way. And when I shot you the bird, because you cut me off in traffic, I meant it in the nicest way. I'm working on my kindness and patience. What more can I say? So don't take it personal when I call you an a-hole. I mean it in the nicest way. Well, you're a rude SOB when you cut in line at the grocery store today. So don't misunderstand my ranting and raving. I mean it in the nicest way. Knock you in the head in the parking lot. So if I knock you in the head in the parking lot, I mean it in the nicest way. And I'm not crazy, I'm just trying to get through in this life without killing some poor soul while cussing out his wife. So if I drop the F-bomb on you, well, I mean it in the nicest way. I don't want a psychotic episode where I go off the rails to stay and wind up in some rubber room where I don't even know my name. Just know when I tell you can kiss my ass, I mean it in the nicest way. Well, God bless your pea-picking heart, I mean it in the nicest way.
I love it.
Great song.
I love it.
Great song. No, Trey, that was not for you. Now we get it. As soon as that first line came out, we're like, oh, yeah.
I know a few people I want to send it to.
Oh, yeah. Great song, man. Wish you the best for that one. That's a... Pez, is that one that's going to get on the radio? Yeah. I was going to say, that one's kind of on that risque line there a little bit.
We play it on our station, though.
On our station, we play it all the time. It'll go out worldwide.
Once an hour.
There were a couple of words where I was like, nope, just going to say it. No, it's going to happen.
Just say it. There's only one that Brian goes, and, and then we just hope that certain ears didn't hear it. But yeah, there's only one word we don't say on this radio station. And that's usually...
Can I say it?
Man. It's not that it hasn't been done on the radio station before.
A few times.
And we're like going, shut up. So, man. But anyways, well, that's good. I had a question, Jason, and I got sidetracked. You got something off the top of your head real quick so I can...
A hat.
He's got a hat on the top.
What a helper, isn't he? What a sidekick. But now, do you ever play with a full band ever? I mean, you're talking about putting one together down there in Texas.
I was trying to think if I've ever... No, I don't think I've ever played with a full band. That off the top of my head at
Now,
this
when
moment.
are you leaving to go back home?
Saturday.
Then Thursday. Oh, you're playing
The 4th.
Thursday night. Doggone it, Pez, you got her booked. You got her booked at the Commodore on Thursday night. I was going to say it'd be a good night. You come down here to play with the band on Thursday night. We'd have a whole band for her.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything, Pez, but she'd have a whole band with her that night. You know, and a pretty doggone good one too.
Yeah.
Pretty doggone good one. A lot of good players.
She got that booking herself, though.
Oh, okay. So it's your fault. All right.
Yeah,
Can't blame it
so
on
your
Pez
fault
this
was
time.
right.
Well, good. Yeah. Well, maybe sometime you come up here on a Thursday night. We can get her hooked up and play. Some
Yeah.
good music with her. So
Hopefully she starts coming around more often.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you got a home. This is a home for you. So
I like it down
You
here.
come down here and write with us
Yes.
every week when you get moved.
Every
down here.
week.
Yeah.
That's an expensive plane ticket.
That's all right.
I better have a lot of Southwest points by the time I'm done.
well, let's come up with another song real quick, and then we'll have to probably end up closing the show. Before we do that, Jason, who's our next week's guest?
Kent Max.
Kent Maxon.
Yes.
Again, a guy that's knows how to network.
He wrote with some little bitty guy.
Named Randy Fincham.
Yeah. He wrote with him.
He did write with Randy Fincham. Randy, how's Kent Maxon that you wrote today? So how's Kent your song doing over in Ireland or Australia now? His, because he's got one of his own. Him and Garth went to number 2 this week. Oh, back in the summertime. Awesome. So Randy and Kent
in case
write
you didn't
together.
understand that he did write with Garth Brooks. So
Yes. Yeah. Kent Maxon.
that little bitty guy that nobody's ever heard of.
He writes with Garth quite a bit, doesn't he? Yeah. He writes with Garth quite a bit. So he'll be here next week.
He's going to be bringing us a present next week.
It's Garth. I'll be happy.
No, he's bringing us some vinyl.
Oh, is he?
Kent Maxon on vinyl.
Oh, cool. Now Randy had one or something.
Yeah, and I asked him today if he had more, and he says, "Do you remember what album it was?" And I said, "Well, no." He said, "I have more than one." I said, "Bring several."
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Good. So next week, Kent Maxon.
Yep.
Good. That'd be good. So he can promote his Garth Brooks song that's got coming up. Good. Thank you. Why don't you play us one more song? Tell us a little bit about it, and then we'll sign off the air and get the Nashville Night program coming up with their artists here real quick. So what you got left for us?
Well, I'll give you guys a choice. Would you like to be serenaded, or would you like a beer drinking song?
You've been which one's your favorite of the two?
I like them both the same. I
Okay.
can't pick. That's like picking your favorite kid. Well,
Yeah, I know the feeling. Or your favorite country singer. Anyways.
terrible.
We've heard 2 songs about beer drinking tonight. Let's do the serenade.
okay. All right, let's
do
do
that.
it. This one's Heartbreak Circus. Man in a top hat took the stage, walked up and said, well, my name is Chrissy, boy, got a hell of a lot to say. The bearded lady, she had a crush on me, but I'm in love with the trapeze queen. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. Feels like she's torn the big top down. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. And I guess this freak show's leaving town. She's flying high over the crowd tonight, and I'm just a blind man in her bright spotlight. And now it's dark and there's no one left around. Lord, I guess this freak show's leaving town. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. Feels like she's torn the big top down. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. And I guess his freak show's leaving town. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. Feels like she's torn the big top down. Welcome to that heartbreak circus. And I guess this freak show's leaving town.
Very nice. Miss Karneigh Royal.
Thank you again for coming in. It was a
Hey,
great
thanks
show.
for having me. I love coming in and seeing you guys and writing a song with you for the first time. That was awesome.
And you performed it before the ink was dry tonight. Again, if you're out there listening to the Midnight Madness Show on WFMCJams.com, a Facebook page, or HeatFMRadio.com, make sure you like the page, you share it with your family and your friends. Help spread the music. Get on Karneigh's page. Make sure you like her page and share it and comment, what you thought of the show and thought of her. Figure out where she's playing at. We know she's coming up to the Commodore Grill this coming Thursday night, 8 p.m. West End, Nashville at the Holiday Inn there. Great venue. Great. It just sounds great in that room, too.
Oh, yeah.
And with Miss Debbie Champion and her group up there. So I wish you the best on that. And then we're got a bunch of other shows coming up. We got Kent Maxon next week. So just get on the page, like the page, figure out who's coming on. If you can get out and see the show live, come on out and do that. We have plenty of room here at the Last Chance Saloon. Although it didn't look like it the last couple of nights where we were just jam-packed in here. But we'll make room for you.
That's right.
But let's make Tuesday night as busy as Friday and Saturday nights. So let's bring it out here. We got 50-cent wings and a good time. So with that, Jason, anything else you want to make a comment on?
No.
Like a well-oiled machine right there.
That's right.
You can't say he doesn't say much, but he looks good. We just
all of this and brains too.
All that and brains too.
No, I would like to say real quick, thank you to Brian for all the hard work he's been doing with the station.
Yes, Brian does a great job.
With every show that we've been doing, the Commodore, the Nashville Nights, Midnight Madness, Vinyl. I mean, he works his little tail off. And we're very proud that he's part of us.
Yes.
Because without him, we'd be nothing.
Yep, exactly. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Well, good job. Well, we're going to sign off tonight. Double check your Facebook page and like all the pages mentioned above, especially Karneigh Royals. Find out where she's playing. We know Thursday night, get down to the Commodore Grill, make that a busy spot, and make it sure it's all because of Karneigh. No one else. It's all about Karneigh that night. So get down there and meet her and get some good live music. So with that, for the Hillbilly Heartthrob, Brian, the IT guru.
Genius.
I got to put that genius. A genius junior. Crazy scientist guy. And myself, Mark the DJ. Doctor, we want to say thank you and good night.
Good night.
All right. Oh, they crack me up. Anyways, another great show tonight, Midnight Madness Show with Karneigh Royal. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like our Facebook page, Midnight Madness Show, and check out these fantastic radio stations that carry our broadcast every week. That's WFMC Jams and Heat FM Radio. Check them out on Facebook, heatfmradio.com, WFMCjams.com. Both affiliates of the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network. Without these great radio stations, we wouldn't be able to get these artists heard out there. So if you're in the Nashville area, be sure to check Karneigh out. And with that, we're going to sign off. We got Nashville Night coming up next. Be sure to check it out. We'll have another stream up here in a moment. With that, we'll see you next week.